Hello everybody, welcome to bassguitarbeginner.com. This is a Telecaster Bass review. I'm Jensen with Titans of Bass, the project I did where I interviewed 130 of the world's best bass players, put all the information together in a step-by-step daily challenge, 14-day challenge where you can learn how to pick up the bass and play Midnight Special in just 2 weeks. So love to see you purchase it. You'll see links in the description to pre-order. Please join our mailing list because we're going to have a lot of information and helpful information like this video on a ton of stuff about bass, music, guitar, everything like that. So the Telecaster Bass was made by Fender from 1968 to 79. It is based even on an older model from the 51 to 54 Fender Precision bass. So we're going to go over a little bit of information, some of the details. Please download this. It's a free PDF guide on our website. So we'll go through, make this a bit enjoyable, short video so you can get a bit of a history. The first Telecaster bass was made from 1968 to 71. It was released in May of 68 based on the 51 Fender P bass. It had different things like a smaller headstock, large pick guard. These are a really strong looking tough bass. And they still exist today and they still play really nice. Had different decals on the headstock with different trims. So they actually made a remake in Japan in the early 90s. And this is a really cool bass because the 50s Fenders are just rock solid. The second version was from 71 to 79. It's a little bit different, a little bit more modern looking. Had different pick guards, different control plates, different humbuckers, and they made it until September 79, reissuing it in 2011 in the Modern Player series. It's a solid slab body made of ash or alderwood and one maple neck with one single coil pickup, tone and volume knobs. This wasn't a big deal now, but back in 51 this was a huge deal. Like Fender's invented the bass basically. A lot of basses back then were very uniform and not quality control. That's why they call it a P bass. They updated the humbucker in 54 and made it a bit sleeker, but they still basically make almost the same P basses. They're just a little bit more modern today. It had a maple neck and it was sturdy and tough as nails. So there's a few famous Telecaster bass guitarists. Killer Kane of the New York Dolls, great bass player. Dusty Hill from ZZ Top. Chris Squire of Yes had a modified 68. Jimmy Bain from Rainbow. Paul McGugan, the original bassist from Oasis, had the version #1 Telly. George Porter Jr. used a Telecaster in the early years. He's also one of the Titans of Bass I interviewed. Ron Wood of Jeff Beck Group. Billy Joel, Doug Steinmeier played a Blonde 68. Tim Bogert, one of the best bassists ever, played in the Vanilla Fudge, played a Telly, and Mike Oldfield in his famous Tubular Bells album that was super popular, used a Telly bass. Squire Telly bass, they made a remake of it in April 2007, and it was modeled after the Telecaster guitar, so it's a bit easier to find these as Tellys. There's not tons of them around, and they can be pricey. They did a good job remaking it black and blonde. Here's all the specs if you want to check it out. It always has a good place in bass history. So what is your opinion? Would you want an original or a Squire Telly remake? Please sign up for a mailing list and please feel free to pre-order the book or check out Titans of Bass book. I'm KJ Jensen and thank you for watching.